Matter of fact, jump back to 15.
Chapter 15. From the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. But that's crazy because that's the same. Verse 20. Behold, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah God, I will call together all kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and from the south and the east, and Libanus, is that Libanus? And Libanus to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them.
So look, man, it said the kings of the earth to turn themselves one against another. That's what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Who the kings of the earth? You got Putin, you got Trump, Kim Jong-un. You got who else?
What's the English queen?
Oh, that Queen Elizabeth.
The French, what's the French guy?
Yeah, cuz you got all these niggas. Yeah, that's a part of the Chinese motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
So the Lord, he's setting all that stuff up.
Right.
For what? Sorry. It's cool, man. Cause these niggas, they want their 15 minutes of fame. They got us 15 minutes of shame. You know? Cause the Lord gonna kill them niggas, man. You know? I mean, we in a public area, so ain't like you can't curse them out, but like, goddamn. If Esau was out here doing that shit, they wouldn't do that, man. They walked along with, oh shit, Esau, my bad. You know?
Esau was doing this.
But yo, that's why, you know, the Lord, he's gathering, you know, all the kings together. For what? The Lord. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 21. Like as they do, yet this day unto my chosen, so will I also and recompense in their bosom.
Yo, so everything they did to us, it's gonna happen to them. You know what I'm saying? So like as they done unto my children. So who's children? Us. Yasharala, man. You know? So what they did to us, what he say, going to return to them. In their bosom. Like nigga in your chest, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what he doing.
Take it on your chest.
Yeah. Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
You know?
Little ass nigga.
Yeah. He said in their bosom, man. You know?
Yo.
Go ahead, huh?
Swag it, bro. I just thought of something, yo. I'm mad about anybody's slaves, and in order for them to talk, I gotta lash him on the chest. you can speak if you want to, but before you get up, before you say what you gotta say, every time you speak, every single time you speak, I gotta lash you every single time. Think about what you want. What you gotta say is that important. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah God. Verse 22. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. From the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 22. My right hand, chapter 15, verse 22. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
That's so the right hand talking about Israel, man.
That's right.
With the elect. Shall not spare the sinners, man. You know? We ain't gonna spare them. And that goes for 2/3 of our people. You know? But mainly and all Esau. That's right here in America. But you're gonna have the elites, the super rich, that's gonna get away. Like you got David D. Rothschild. What he got? He got an underground bunker somewhere. You know? He got an underground bunker. Oh, no, he don't. You're welcome. He got an underground bunker. That shit be urgent me, man. But that be safe. You know? This boy ass Esau. Straight up. But yo, he gonna be in an underground bunker. And he the younger. He one of the younger Rothschild. Yeah. So he thinking he thinking that yo he gonna be around for a while, man. You know, he like I got all this money. You know, we got this shit going down and this and that. You know. As a matter of fact, I did a video earlier. When I go home, I got the drink and ain't downloaded. But it was on an article I found about Esau said they're gonna have 1 trillion humans in the solar system. So I'm like, how the fuck is that possible, man? So if you saying that, no, but the Lord has a pointage of bounds that you can't pass. You know? So how the hell, so that lets you know that, then that's how the Rothschilds are on that shit. And I forgot the dude's name, man. But he owns Amazon and Amazon is something else. And it's I forgot the name. It's like Blueprint and Blue something. No, it's some shit on the tip, like yo, they all about the space shit, you know, and they trying to have them what's that, man? They trying to have them damn, man, it's just slipping my mind, man. It'll come. But they basically trying to go out to the next level. So if that's the case, right?
I'm gonna knock that down, man. Yeah. They ain't gonna let them reach that. Second quarter, dude.
That's right, man. That's right about that. There's more now.
I don't know how far you want to go there.
Keep going.
Verse 23. Verse 23. The fire is gone forth from his wrath, and has consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. Woe to them that sin, and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
Exactly. So that's like Esau talking shit. Grab Job 14:5. So the Lord, he knows everybody's going to sin against him. Right? You know what I'm saying? You already know Esau's a bull sinner, man. You know? That's why Esau going around telling you his whole mission is to lie to motherfuckers, man. You know, he's known as what? The thief and the robber. Now that's why he's talking about this space. Matter of fact, they trying to say like, you know how you go on the airplane and go to Jamaica or go to fucking London, Paris, and all their little attractions and shit. Yeah. They trying to say that's how they gonna have it so you go out of space, man. Like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, that's some blasphemous shit. You know? That's some bullshit. But, you know, cut. There you go, Wop. That's right.
That makes sense.
That's right.
Like you said, 14:5, right? Right. Seeing his days are determined. The nuts like it. From the book of Job, chapter 14 and verse 5. Seeing his days are determined. The number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. From the book of Job, chapter 14 and verse 5. Seeing his days are determined. The number of his months are with thee.
That's right. So everything that Esau said he's going to do, because, yo, what they do, man? They name the lands after themselves. You know what I'm saying? They think they're going to pass things down generation to generation. You know? They don't think that their kingdom ever going to stop. You know?
They make plans for the future that they never going to see. Like, by the time they get planned, like, by the time they could even get one person to live on any of them planets, it's going to be a wrap for them. Like, it's like how you would expect to build civilizations on another planet and have people shooting there and back, and it'd be touring like from how he say, like it'd be a tour from like London or France, like we do down here. That don't even make sense. You know how long that's gonna take? Like how much work they gonna have to put in to do anything of the sort? Like, you know, y'all could barely just sit in space in orbit and count the satellites. They keep not working. Like, it's just weird. Like, it's just how you jump from one thing to another. They say they lose the technology to get to the moon, but how you gonna have a whole army in space? That doesn't make sense.
That's why they got that. What's that? That space program.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Like, when I looked up the space program, all I saw was them initiating plans for people to go in, like a military to be in space. But in my head, I already been researching the moon missions and any other missions to, like, say if they wanted to go to Mars or whatever. They openly say that they don't have these technologies anymore. Like, it doesn't make sense because technology was in the 50s. So they saying that they can't do this and they can't do that. Well, how you say that in one breath and then say you're gonna have a military in space? It doesn't make sense. It don't make. So the preparations that you're gonna have is gonna take. So it's not even going. You're never gonna see it. It's never gonna see it happen.
This is why.
Read it over. Seeing his days are determined. The number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. No. It's basically saying is bullshit. Everything he's saying is everything he's talking about doing is going to be done. We're never going to see. We're never going to see a space station of military. I guarantee it. I'll put every dime, every dime I find on the ground for that. Like I'll put it against it. Every penny I'll put it against it because it just don't make sense. Like it just don't make sense. Bro. Then they had this situation with the ISS or something like that. They gotta do repairs on that. So if they can't even protect that or have that sitting up there safely, then how would they have a whole army in space? Like this is not like Star Wars where though you could just have spaceships flying around. Like it don't work like that. It just don't work like that. It's actual work, building and engineering and technology to go with what you're talking about doing, and you don't have that. That's not what you have. To me, hearing them say stuff like that, you're just talking out your ass, in my opinion.
That ain't gonna happen for them. It ain't gonna happen for them, but the chariot to the Lord.
That's what they're Lord's chariots.
Yeah, that's what they talking about.
They can't build the Lord's chariots.
That's why they. Matter of fact,
it's total separation between them and what the Most High can do.
Grab out second numbers. 13. 13 and 31.
31.
But now that's that. I don't know if we brought this out already, but it's talking about realm. It talks about realm against realm on top of the race wars. But that's what we're about to have. So now the Lord is going to make manifest those chariots that's already out there. That it's chariots right now. It's chariots right here. Angels camped around the bottom and shit. But he's going to make that manifest in that day. He's going to reveal himself. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers going to go crazy, man. You know? They going to shit on himself. But the first time he came talking. He said when he come back, he ain't going to meet you as a man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yo, good, bro. But this right here, I wanted you to bring that out because it talks about the realm against realm. It goes into the race wars and all that. And also World War III, 13 and 31.
From the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 31. And one shall undertake the fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another.
See that? One realm against another realm. So you got the spiritual realm, and you got the physical carnal realm. You know? And that's prophecy, man. And that's what we, what you say, embark on. That's man. You know? And that matter of fact, you grab Revelation, the 14th chapter, I believe. That's just to back up the whole realm against realm.
Got Job? But we in this realm here, like, the way I see it, I mean, the way I see it is like, we living in a realm here, and the Most High is living in his realm as well. When we do crack the sky and bring the change, it is going to be some realm against realm. It's like,
matter of fact, Salak, Revelation 12 started with 7.
12 and 7?
Yeah. And this is another cut to that whole, article that I was reading earlier. I'm going to try to pull that article up.
What is it about? From the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought his angels.
That dragon, so Michael and his angel fought against the dragon. The dragon is talking about the so-called white man, the native. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then you got the EU and all that, they all together. So that's the beast that it's talking about. You know? Because what is they got that, and it's ran by the, you can look at the beast as NATO, and also the dragon as the beast would be NATO. The dragon would be the Roman system and all that. You know what I'm saying? But that's the angels. When you read it, the angels fighting against Esau shit.
Verse 8. And prevailed not.
See that? They prevailed not. Start that over again, Baba.
From the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. And the dragon on foot and his angels. And prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Right, so they wasn't found no more in heaven. It's like now how you see them in heaven, they got what, the satellites, airplanes, the helicopters, fighter jets. What's that? The spaceships.
Space stations.
Yeah, space stations. And yo, and that's crazy because the brother down in Florida, he came across a video where they had a satellite. And yo, this is fucking crazy, man. But now I'm thinking about it on the spiritual level, that shit represents a whole lot. That's how I know this place is almost done. But it was a satellite that just sat still. And the way it said the Earth spins at 1,000 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? That's what they put in the voice from. But the satellite just stood still, and it stood over top of it, in between North America and South America, right? And they showing this shit. And yo, 4 chariots came past the satellite and knocked it the fuck out. Took the satellite out. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because now it says their place shall not be found no more in heaven. You know? Yo, it says that their place shall not be found in heaven. What you need, bro? Yo, listen. I mean, yo, we don't have any money, but we have knowledge, so you won't need no money. We got this real money. You can put that cigarette out. Fucking devil. Hey, yo, them niggas starting to get on my nerves, man, because they always come up here and that's Satan, man. It ain't nothing but Satan. Then you holding your cigarette, excuse me, you low teeth having motherfucker.
Cigarette.
And they trying to draw me out of character, man. I'm chilling. You know? And it's always your own people, man. But then I said, we don't got no money, but we got this money right here. What do you want to do? Oh, I'm cool. Yeah, because it's going to cut your dumb ass, man. But anyway, man, but it was a satellite in the chariots took it out, and they had and this is how you know they had shit, it was identified by their technology. They said like alpha, theta, beta, let's say it was like that, and then the satellite. Then you had the chariots come through and they was like unidentified. So that's where you get your UFO shit from. But we know what it is. But there was like an unidentified object coming through. It hit the satellite. So first of all, 3 went by and the one that was behind them came through and fucked that joint up. Then you start seeing debris fall off, it start flashing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So them chariots took that shit out.
Hold on. So the satellite had the camera on it, or was it a camera?
No, it was a camera looking at the satellite. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to monitor their shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like you got a house. What you do, the niggas put cameras up to look at their house. And they looking at this shit like, yo, and I'm looking like, yo, that's crazy. They see debris falling off of this shit. I'm like, damn, this shit. And it was over North and South America. And with America's gonna be completely destroyed. And that's just the angels. That was like a sign like, yo, we coming. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, we coming.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, they ain't scary. I'm hyped. Yeah, he saw, like, they was like, yo, this nigga was going crazy. He was like, yo, what was that? Oh, we don't know that something. We can't identify that. And he breaking it down, he slowing it down, making it go fast and all that shit. Because them chariots was moving. You know what I'm saying? Yo, they was fucking moving, man. You know? Matter of fact, read that one more time, man. It just said a place shall not be found no more in the heaven, man. And what's that right there? That's that heaven. And they got these satellites out there.
Right. From the book of Revelation, chapter 12, and verse 7. And there was war in heaven.
That's right. So what was that? They set the war. Go ahead.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. And the dragon fought and his angels.
Right.
And prevailed not.
That's right.
Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole earth, the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
So now check it out. Now you got a lot of dudes that explain that and say that war already happened, right? So exactly.
This is before the king, right?
This is right now.
No, I'm
that
saying
right
like, as far as how they said it already
Christian church.
happened.
Oh yeah. No, they say like
I'm sorry, I'm saying like a timeline. How they say it.
That would be like before the earth was created. That's how they try to see it. Like, yo, the Lord made Lucifer and his angels went up to Yahweh. I mean, Yahweh, why Yahweh shouts like, yo, man, we ain't feeling this shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't like how shit being ran around here. Though we gotta go to war and then you get kicked out of heaven. And you ain't found in heaven no more. That's some bullshit.
But don't kick you out of heaven. He destroy you. That's what he would do. That's the crazy part about the whole thing. When you read about it, he would destroy you.
Not only that, in that very scripture right there, it says deceiveth the whole world.
There you
so
go.
So the world exactly.
There you go. There you go. See? That's that.
That
Yo,
was probably
that's
the
the
smartest
spirit.
thing I ever heard somebody
But
relate
no,
to
read that again, man. That old serpent. So back then, that serpent didn't deceive the whole world.
Nah. And then it said the old serpent referring to the old covenant.
No, the old serpent means that goes back to the Garden of Eden.
On the Old
You know
Testament.
what I'm saying? No, but that's well, yeah, you can say that, but well, you can say that. But it's actually, yeah, but it's
I know
actually,
exactly what in the Garden of Eden.
yeah, but it's just that old spirit, that spirit from the beginning. You know, that's why he called the old serpent. That spirit from the beginning. You know. What? How you got, bro?
From the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 9.
You caught that shit, man. A lot of niggas gotta go over their head.
I already I read through this one. Chapter 12 and verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
Yeah.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Right. So the angels talking about his jets. They're being cast out, just like you said, the satellites, all that. You know?
People working for this.
We working for you got niggas. Yeah, gun. All that shit. Go ahead, right?
When you would,
It's fuck, nah, they fuck, I hate them niggas.